On July 8th, Naya Rivera went missing after going out onto the lake with her 4-year-old son. After an employee at the boat rental shop would notice an unattended boat in the water, he would go over to find Rivera's 4-year-old son sleeping. The authorities were called and a search and rescue operation would be officially underway. After a day with no sign of Rivera, the operation would be changed to a search and recovery, with authorities assuming the worst. Unfortunately, on July 13th, a body would be recovered and it was confirmed to be that of Naya Rivera. Since hearing the devastating news, former castmates, including many Glee alumni, have taken to social media to grieve. Others have done so in a more private manner, and for some reason, this led to those doing so to receive backlash from people online. I'm not sure what's going through some people's heads, but either way we gotta talk about it right now in InformOverload. What's up guys, Jared Bronstein here, welcome to IO, and today we got an incredibly strange story. I'm not sure if I should be angry at the lack of compassion or shocked at the ignorance, but either way, here we are. Stick around to the end of this one for some comment replies from another video, but for now we gotta get right into it. Following the devastating news of Rivera's passing, a handful of Glee alumni met at Lake Peru and were photographed holding hands while looking out into the water. Some have also taken to Twitter to pay tribute to her, including Darren Criss and Jane Lynch. Others have posted to Instagram, like Chris Colfer and Kevin McHale, along with virtually every other Glee alumni, including the show's creators. However, prior to all of this, fans were actually calling out former castmates and friends of Rivera for their lack of public concern. Over the weekend, while authorities were still searching for Rivera, Leah Michelle actually deactivated her Twitter account after being harassed, and others publicly spoke out against those trying to shame them. Amber Patrice Riley, who played Mercedes on Glee, tweeted out, "Show some respect. All our energy is going toward helping find Naya and praying for her safe return and for her family. No one owes anyone online a performance for grief. This is very real and devastating. Focus on Naya and her family, not us. We don't matter right now." Kevin McHale also retweeted Riley's words, adding his own thoughts by tweeting, "I cannot begin to understand what Naya's family must be feeling. I know the rest of us are completely shattered, but not without hope. Please respect her family and their privacy in this moment. Please refrain from judging those who don't show their pain on social media." Riley would follow up her tweet with the 3 hashtags, "Help find Naya, Naya Rivera missing." It seems the backlash started after Heather Morris responded to the Ventura County Sheriff's Department Twitter account asking if she could aid in the search for Naya. With the sheriff's Twitter account tweeting out, "Today's search operation at Lake Peru is winding down. The mission will resume Sunday morning in the ongoing effort to locate Naya Rivera." Morris responded, "My name is Heather Morris. I'm Naya's close friend and co-worker, and I'm trying to conduct an on-foot search and rescue mission along with a small group of friends at Lake Peru. I understand your team is doing everything in their power, but we are feeling helpless, powerless, and want to help in any way. I have left a message with the Department of Rescue and Air today, and I will call again tomorrow. Thank you." Now I think it's safe to say Morris was being genuine in wanting to help find her friend. It had nothing to do with looking good or getting good press. These people lost someone close to them. The last thing they care about is looking good in the public's eye. They're hurting, they're upset, and they're mourning. For people to have the audacity and put their time and energy into trying to ridicule others while they mourn the loss of a friend is absolutely disgusting. At the end of the day, everyone deals with loss differently. Some mourn publicly while others do so privately. Some may never speak publicly or on social media about the loss of a good friend. Others will, either by tweeting, posting photos or videos, or any kind of tribute. At the end of the day, everyone processes loss and death differently. And for people to attack or try to shame anyone grieving is absolutely disgusting. So I'll just cap this one off by saying, at the end of the day, everyone is human. Keep that in mind before you tweet something rude to your favorite musician or actor, or make a comment on their Instagram post. My condolences go out to all those affected by the passing of the late Naya Rivera, as losing someone is never easy. I always believe in celebrating the life and accomplishments of one, rather than mourning the death, but as I stated earlier in this video, everyone grieves in their own way, and everyone must acknowledge and respect that. And that does it for this one guys. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts on this situation down below. Do you think people were out of line for shaming Glee alumni, or should they have spoken out more? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think I made it evident how I feel about this whole thing. But for now, we're going to reply to some comments from the video. Sanders Kennedy facing backlash for false claims about Shane Dawson. Michael Klump said, "These are grown men acting like toddlers. Shake my head. We need to take the internet and start all over." I don't know if you want to do that though, because the internet, like way back in the early days, like when I was growing up, I saw some things I probably shouldn't have seen at 14. I don't know if I should say this on camera, but you guys remember 2 Girls, 1 Cup? Mrs. Rio said, "Even before the slander, I couldn't get through a Sanders Kennedy video. He seemed so phony and attention hungry." I'll be completely honest with you guys, I didn't even know who he was, but yeah, just given the fact that he did what he did, and like pretty much said that there's an official investigation into Shane when there wasn't, that's kind of not okay. You kind of shouldn't do that. So yeah, I could see why you feel that way. Gina C said Sanders took it too far, he became obsessed, and now people are turning on him like he wanted everyone to turn on Shane. That just shows you how quick people are to switch up. I'm gonna have to say I agree with you. I've never supported this mob-like cancel culture mentality. I think everyone should have their own opinions based off the facts and their own beliefs. I'm not defending what Shane did in any way. My opinion on Shane is irrelevant. Regardless of how I feel, I'm trying to stay objective here. I think it's obvious I don't necessarily agree with everything he did, but that's besides the point, guys. The point I'm trying to to make is, like, we've kind of adapted this mob mentality of like, you either agree with us or you're against us, and that's incredibly wrong. Which is why I always try to tell you guys to educate each other, have a conversation, rather than just label each other and yell at each other. This is a prime example. You gotta just have a conversation and educate rather than just try to tear somebody down for the sake of rising yourself up, which is now actually backfiring because now Sanders is kind of looking like a little bit of a unreliable source, is all I'm gonna say. But hey, look, he'll figure it out hopefully. That's it for this one, guys. I've been your host, Jared Brownstein. You've been watching IO. We'll see you in the next one.